Today I'm going to share with you the 3 reasons why I picked up this iPad in April of 2023, which was roughly about 2 months ago today, even with it being a potential for a new iPad mini to be coming out in September. Let's talk about it. The very first reason why I picked up this iPad, or the reason why I wanted this iPad mini, is because of portability. I like being able to slip this in my pocket and go with my day. Now, here's the deal. I'm no stranger to iPads. Like, this is the iPad Pro Max. This is actually the M1 chip. I haven't seen a reason to upgrade to the M2. In my opinion, the upgrade is negligible. It's not a big upgrade at all. It's negligible. I also have what I use for when I'm doing this type of stuff, which is the iPad Air. So I have multiple iPads. Plus, I even got an iPad that I gave my girl. So, and that one was a 2018 12.9-inch Pro as well. So what made me get this is really simple. I wanted the portability that this offered. I wanted to be able to treat this like a notebook, if you will. Be able to slip it in my pocket, not grab a big book bag. If I didn't want a big book bag, I could just grab this and go. Now, one of the things that I really dislike about this, we can get this out the way right now, is this right here. I'll show you. Okay, so for the sake of this example, we at Amazon right now. When I go over to, let's say, this menu bar and I click in it, you see how the keyboard takes up half the screen? I don't like that. Like, even if I turn it sideways, it's still taking up the lower part of the screen, which this part is cool if it's doing it like this, but I honestly don't like the fact that it takes up half the screen if I want to hold it like I would normally hold it, type in with 2 fingers comfortably, because I have big fingers. So this right here, I don't like. The other thing that I really like that was unexpected about this iPad is this right here. So if I go to a website like, let's say, Teachable, so if I go to Teachable and I go to courses, and let's say I go log into my courses that I have on Teachable, what you're gonna see is I get to utilize the full website. Like, I'm not looking at a mobile version of it on my iPad. And I really like the fact that it renders out the actual full website, which I think is pretty cool. All right, so you can see this right here. This is the actual full website. So if I click into something like, let's say, Max Sparky Field Guides, I'm actually looking at the full website. I'm not getting a mobile version of it. So if I click into Devin Think, and let's say I click into the first one, you can see I'm getting the full web version, the full website. I like that a lot. This tripped me up because at first I was trying to download Teachable onto the iPad and it wasn't working. But once I realized I can get the full web page, like, let's say for example, I'm over here. Let's Do I have any up right now? Let's see. Okay, so this right here, this is an ad that I clicked on. And if I just come to the side and press up, okay, I can't do a screen gesture while I'm recording, but let's see if it'll let me do it the normal way. Okay, it will. So I'm able to come over here, come right here, and now I'm able to mark up this page and use this little arrow to scroll down. I'm able to get this whole page and mark it up however I see fit, and then I can save this into my swipe file for cool marketing material that I come across. This is one of the reasons why I really like this iPad. All right. Now, it goes without saying that anything that you can do on your iPhone 14 Pro Max will be even better done on here. So if you're looking at a web page, if you're watching YouTube, if you're doing any type of consumption, all of that is great on here. Now, with that being said, another thing that I dislike about it is I don't like the fact that the battery dies so quickly. Like, right now I'm running iOS 17 beta, so but even before I installed iOS 17 beta, the developer's version on here, the iPad was still dying super quickly. And when I was looking at reviews, a lot of people say that makes sense because this is much smaller than, your typical iPads. But This is much smaller than my mini, and I can go a whole day off this battery, or really, really close to a whole day off this battery. With this iPad mini, I have to keep a portable charger. There's no such thing as going a whole day on my iPad mini with the stuff that I be doing. It just won't happen. All right, so that's another thing that I dislike about it. But outside of the battery life and half of the keyboard taking up half the screen, everything else, I have nothing but great things to say about this. Which brings me to the second reason why I grabbed this iPad. And that's because I wanted to make my life of tracking what I was doing easy and fun. Let me show you what I mean. All right, so when you look at my iPad right here, you can see that I have jumping off points. You can see that right now I'm supposed to be cutting a video. You can see it right there where my calendar is. You can see my iPad is very much so set up like my command center for my dashboard, meaning that I can see if I look at my forecast, you can see it say create iPad video, which is what I'm doing now. I have a jumping off point. Let's say I wanted to jump into my dashboard for SBS Profits. I click on SBS Profits and it brings me directly to my dashboard. I don't have to, open it up and then navigate here. I'm automatically brought here. I really, really like this, and it helps me to be able to jump off, to be able to just click into the fitness page and come straight to the fitness. This really helps me keep up with what I'm supposed to be doing. I really, really like that. And then if I have, let's say, you can see right here, I have TickTick. TickTick, I love apps on the iPad Mini, because if you look right here, you can see I'm doing this right here, iPad Mini 2 months later. But if you look, if I click right here, you can see that I just like the fact that I can go full screen, go half, and I still got all this other real estate available to me. So this makes capturing on the iPad really, really fun, really, really simple, and really, really easy to do. And another cool thing that I like about the iPad mini is if I wanted to, let's say, work on, let's say, Infinity Photo, I can click right here. If I click on Infinity Photo, it's going to open it up and you can get to see this is the thumbnail that I was working on for this YouTube video. I was able to do that from my iPad mini. This right here, to be able to just pull this out and have that flexibility or that functionality is insane. I really, really like that. All right. Another thing that I like about having this little command center right here is I'm able to get to my most used shortcuts right here. Now, I could bring more shortcuts up in this little area if I sacrifice this icon, but once the widgets become interactive, this whole page is going to be my command center of interaction. As I complete tasks, I take them off and things like that. That's when this iPad is really going to become like a productivity demon. But for right now, being able to track things super easy, being able to pull this out and grab a screenshot, mark it up, or whatever the case may be, I really like that. Or being able to come from the other side and just take a note on something is really, 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 really helpful. And I like having an Apple Pencil because it allows me to write. I am definitely the type of person that need to write things down and get it out my head versus always using a keyboard and mouse, which is making my life easier to track the things that's important to me. So that's another reason why I like the iPad mini. And at this point, honestly, I reached for the iPad mini before I reach for any of this other stuff. But trust and believe me when I say this, like this, I really, 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 really like it as far as making my life easier and being able to get things done even quicker. The third and final reason why I grabbed the iPad mini was for productivity. Honestly, being able to have TickTick right here, being able to have OmniFocus right here, being able to, keep up with my calendar, my to-do, all that type stuff, it really, really boosts my productivity. Now, I'm going to be coming out with a video sharing with you the top 10 ways, the top 10 productivity apps I use. So I don't want to spoil it in this video, but understand this. Since I've picked up this iPad mini, my productivity has shot up. And the reason why is because this iPad is light and fun, and it just makes it easy for you to just get started with doing your work, to be honest with you. When I'm gonna sit down and do a thumbnail and I really don't want to do it, reaching for this iPad mini today made it much, much funner for me to do that, to do it. because it's not overbearing. I can pull it out anywhere. It's not intrusive. It's lightweight. The only thing that I will say that I don't like about this iPad mini is the lack of keyboard, because like I say, once you click onto a website you need to type, if it's not attached to a keyboard, your whole screen is going to be taken over by a keyboard, or I should say at least 50% of your screen going to be taken over by a keyboard. So I don't like that part, but if they could do something to fix that, make it a little bit smaller, that would be awesome, and this would be a home run if they could fix the battery as well. The final reason why I picked this up, which is just a bonus, is because I wanted to be able to take my books everywhere with me. Like, I have books over here and things like that, but sometimes I want to reference my books, and being able to have my books, because I have Kindle Unlimited. So being able to have that subscription plus the books I've bought from the Kindle store, I'm able to just open this up and read a book. And I really, really like this. I really like the form factor. I really like how small it is. And honestly, that's all I got for you. Like, this is a pretty cool little gadget. Now, if you want to use Final Cut Pro on here, then you're gonna have to go with at least the iPad Air, because on here, I know you can't get it. But long and short of it is, this is a pretty cool app. This is a pretty cool iPad. If I had to do it all over again, to be completely honest with you, I would do the exact same thing. I know a lot of people are talking about iPad 7 coming out, but for what I need this for, I did not want to wait, because this for me is a productivity thing. Like, I have my iPad Pro if I want to do some editing, or if I want to do some more hardcore stuff. And if I want to take it even a step further, then I just pull out my MacBook Pro. And then I have this, which is my laptop, if you can call it that. This is what I use as my laptop when I'm sitting here when I'm doing these videos, just to make sure I'm not rambling and staying on point and all that other good stuff. If you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up so I know you like this video. And I want to come out with more videos around tech. I promise you, I'm going to get better at doing tech videos. I'm so used to being able to talk about, mindset, marketing, digital products, things like that. So creating this video, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was very challenging. It pulled me out my comfort zone. I really always wanted to be a tech YouTuber, but I felt like the market was oversaturated. And more importantly, I felt like, hey, my videos was gonna suck in the beginning because I'm not good at talking about products yet. And when it comes to specs and things like that, honestly, I know the specs, but there's so many people out there that do it way better that I didn't even want to touch it. I wanted to talk about it in, as an entrepreneur, how I actually use this. And I also use it in my day job as well. But as a entrepreneur on the side, how do I use this? That's what I want to talk about, and why I decided to buy it. So with that being said, I'm the Digital DIY Geek. I'll catch you in the next video. Till next time. Later.